Well, Jeff, it's quite the honor, sir.
Oh,
Ricky Medlocke, everybody. Man,
Absolutely.
thank you so much for doing this.
thank you so much for having me. Really a pleasure to be here. Fortunately, I had the time to be able to make myself available. And because we're getting ready, we're getting ready to do our 50th anniversary tour, 50 years since the first release of the Pronounce record.
Nice.
And, of course, it comes at a time period we just lost our last of the founding members, Gary Rossington. And still kind of a raw subject with me.
Sure.
And after knowing him since I was about probably, 16 years old, 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
So
It's got to be a tough loss.
it is, and it's going to be a very, I think, emotional thing for a while, to go out and, but Gary's whole wishes were, and the reason why we're doing this is, his whole thing is he never wanted the great music of that band, of Lynyrd Skynyrd, to die down and die away and only be heard on the radio or on a commercial here and there or whatever,
Yeah.
And his wishes was like to keep the music alive and keep it going. It's got a real rich history to it. And, you can't, I've been at it. This is my second go around with Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Oh, so there was a space?
Well, you got to realize I was one of the original drummers of the band.
That's right.
Starting in early '71 all the way through almost into '73.
Right.
And I wrote quite a few tunes with them, recorded them on drums, sang lead vocals on some. If you go to the Muscle Shoals collection, you can see every one of them.
Yeah.
And so I was with the band, then I left and I did the Blackfoot thing, for all those years. And then I came back, end of '95, '96, and I've been with them ever since.
You're a staple. You're a staple of the standard lineup.
I appreciate it very much. Honestly, man, I feel very blessed and fortunate that I've been able to do what I've done. And like all the rest of us guys, man, we had a dream. And we believed in our dream. And our dream was to write music and play music and have people listen to the songs and like what we were doing, Went from a little old garage band working our butts off to all of a sudden, we're like, wow.
Legends is what you are.
And now you're getting a lifetime award here.
Yeah, you know what, man? To be real, if anybody researches it and looks, I started with my grandfather on TV playing a miniature banjo when I was 3 years old. And now here I am, I'm at 73. So I've been in music 70 years, and I'll tell you, what a heck of a ride,
Keeps you young, man.
Oh, it does.
It really does. It's like cliche to say it, but it really does.
Oh, yeah.
You have a youthful demeanor to you, it's really cool.
Right.
It's really cool.
But I'm very thankful. I'm very honored and proud to be here, man. It come out of nowhere when they called me and they told me. I was like, wait a minute, what? And but I'm very appreciative of it, man. I've spent my whole life being what I always wanted to be, which was a musician first. I love music. And I never really realized where it was going to go. Nobody really does,
Sure, yeah.
But I always believed in myself and I believed in my ability. I went for it, and here we are today.
Yeah. Here we are. You don't know unless you try, right?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so look, we're going to do this again, hopefully.
We want to have you come to our studio and do a full-on interview.
I would love to do that,
I could sit here and talk to you for a couple of hours.
Oh, yes,
easy.
you could.
Come drive down to Hernando. We'll have you in the studio.
Well, you know what? I tell you how you can get in touch with me is through Dave Young.
Oh, I had a great talk with Dave today.
Yeah.
So, you can get in touch with me through Dave Young, and I'll be glad to come down and do it.
We'll be doing that for sure.
You got it.
Ricky Medlocke.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you so much
Appreciate
for being
it.
here.
You bet.
You're the best.